Marvel Disney Plus crap to super connectivity. It's a joke.
No, fine.
Okay.
I guess we'll talk about how everybody hates Warner Brothers now.
Well,
Not
they're
just
on my
Lois.
bandwagon, so great.
This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code SOUTHGATE.
But did you do it
Free
impossible?
shipping and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Birch, and you're listening to the Lunatics podcast.
Hi, this is Devin Grayson, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
There's a thin line between
Show off.
heroism and madness.
Here the line fades to nothing at all. This is a world of capes and lunatics.
And nothing is off limits.
You have to put the Joker laugh in for 2021.
That's right. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the final live Capes and Lunatics of 2020. I am Phil. Joining me as always, that handsome young man from New Jersey. It is
Sorry.
Charlie, the Professor Esser. Watch, I'm growing my beard out.
It's winter time.
and Queen of the Armadillo, another year older. It is.
Hey, y'all, it's a little tougher.
Her cake is full of wishes.
And no candles. No numbered candles.
And clear rum.
That's the secret ingredient in everything, Philip. Thanks a lot.
Rum cake. All right, so what's going on in entertainment this week? I have no idea. Is there anything happening? Does anything get announced? I don't know.
Well, Lilith says there's things she doesn't want to speak about. The
Kid.
Anything popular? Lil doesn't want to talk about.
well, I actually kind of wanted to talk about the Warner Brothers thing, and
That was like 2 weeks ago, Charlie. You're too
I
late
know,
on
but they're
that.
really getting the pushback now. Freaking guy who did Tenet is all mad, even though they released his film in the theater.
He didn't get his bonuses. Like, he's money motivated. I don't take everything he said at face value. I agree with some of the things he said, but you have to realize he missed out on some of his bonuses. His back-end bonuses is what that was all and
I don't know what to say.
I love Nolan. I'm a simp for Nolan. Everybody knows it. So when I say that, I'm telling you, yeah, that's all that was about.
Well, I think a bunch of them are worried that if stuff starts streaming more and more, not going to theaters, that's going to affect their bottom line.
Well,
we still have the global market that manages to have their pandemic under control. So it's just America that'll be staying at home.
Yeah.
There's actually to make a Chinese movie that isn't racist. There you go. That's the bright side.
There is a deeper aspect of it, which is the fact that because I think this is one of the criticisms, is that if they wanted to release it digitally, they could have made it a pay-per-view. They could have sold it to Amazon. They could have gotten money back on it. But instead, they're just using these movies to drive everyone to
HBO Max, which they
to HBO Max.
Do. Yeah.
And the thing about driving people to HBO Max is because HBO Max has not been doing well.
Exactly.
It has not had the news.
It's the only thing AT&T cares about, and it shows. They don't care about DC Comics. They don't care about Warner Brothers proper. They only care about Warner Media and HBO Max.
But I just wonder, do they realize what's Disney going to do? Because with Wonder Woman 84 coming out on Christmas Day for free,
and maybe another WB movie like Mortal Kombat. There's been buzz that they want to do too, and I'm like, don't take the shot because they hate Wonder Woman. Like, I'm just gonna let y'all know they really don't want that movie to succeed. Period. I don't know what it is.
I'm just saying. I mean, if Disney decides to stream Black Widow same day that goes into theaters, they can't charge like they could for Mulan, could they? Because
people would riot in the streets.
Everyone's gonna be like, "Well, HBO Max gave us Wonder Woman for free. We already had it. If you had a subscription, it was free." So
I think they learned the fiasco from Mulan. I really, honestly do. If they man, I would love for the mouse to cannibalize itself. Y'all know I have no love for that place, especially since they canceled DuckTales. A boo-hoo.
Oh,
fair enough. I'm still holding out that there is going to be a larger Disney Afternooniverse coming.
We'll know if the actual Darkwing show gets picked up. Then we'll know that's when the Disney One After Universe has taken up steam, because it has been in the works for a while. And
it didn't get as many episodes as the first DuckTales run, but the first DuckTales run
that was the 80s and 90s. That's the golden times. That's the.
But there are 10 more original DuckTales episodes than because this one of DuckTales is at 90, the old one was at 100. So they actually are very comparable. And again, if they do reunion movies later, which they still can do, they can check in on these things. They can start spinning out other characters. We can see what Donald and Daisy's story is doing. We can follow Launchpad, because really, and this is actually something with the first time with Darkwing Duck and DuckTales, was that they did have this problem where you had the same character on two different series, and in this one we've connected them. So now, even though we have I'll just sleep on the drive between. It's all muscle memory from before his brain got wet. And the idea that now we don't have to worry about how he's in two places at once, because we've ended that story. Now we're over in
only weird adults that were watching DuckTales were worried about that. I'm just going to tell you, Charlie. The kids didn't care.
No, but the writers actually care now. The writers are like, because the writers really want to have some kind of.
He was a clone the whole time. That's the plot twist. Sorry.
Well, actually, the original Darkwing Duck is supposed to take place in another universe from the Disney DuckTales universe. So that's the out that they sort of have a dimensional split, and in one universe, Launchpad stays with the McDucks. In another, he goes to be with the Darkwing Duck. So that's that great shift in time. But
entertainment's weird, and I don't care about it anymore. Read a damn book. That's my personal preference at this point. Okay. I've been watching a lot of weird shows on Netflix that don't have no chance of getting another season. One season wonders are like my thing now, man.
There's too much competition. All the streaming services are just. To
be fair, sometimes you only want to tell one story. And you think about something like HBO's Watchmen, or you think about HBO's Lovecraft Country. I mean, could they do another season? Sure, but do we need another season? No. It's a perfectly self-contained story. We don't need to explore that universe deeper. We can, but we told the story we wanted to tell. And in some ways, I think that makes it a more pleasurable experience, knowing that, no, this is the story we came to tell. We've told that story. Now we're done. Now, of course, what HBO's biggest problem is that they put those shows on HBO and they're not HBO Max exclusives. That's the real problem for HBO Max, which I guess they're trying to solve by saying all of our movies will now be on HBO Max this year, but that doesn't actually solve the problem. What they need is episodic
shows that are coming out and stuff. So I mean,
but that are HBO Max exclusives. That's the question.
Yeah, specifically HBO Max exclusives. The Gossip Girl reboot, that Friends reunion thing that they've been kicking around. There's a lot of stuff.
Okay, well,
Woohoo.
Because I've really been worried about what I really want to know how many more marriages Ross has had. Because that thing with Rachel didn't last.
Oh, he's that guy.
Yeah, he's
Plot
3 times to
he's
work.
Dead. Because nobody likes David Schwimmer. There, I said it. Y'all can hashtag fight me, but it's true.
Like
he's
Phoebe
notorious. Notorious.
Like Phoebe said, he loves divorce so much, he'll marry it. And then it won't work out, but he'll divorce it.
So,
Yeah. So, okay, well, I'll take your word for it that they do have some kind of exclusive content. That's coming.
They do, but it's mostly for movies. And, I mean, listen, I guess they didn't get the memo that, once you set it to streaming and it gets on the internet, it's free forever. But, okay.
Well, I guess
they should have called me. Like, okay, so they're in free fall. Like, DC Comics especially. It's just bloodbath after bloodbath title change after title change, and it's like, just call me, just write me the check, and I will fix it. It's awful over there. I feel so bad for my friends that are still there that are just terrified for their job safety. It's just really sad what it's become.
All right. So, any big news stories we should get to this week? I don't know.
Yeah, Marvel's Disney Plus's show dump. They were like, "Oh, we heard you wanted some Marvel content, not just Star Wars. Here you go."
WB announced 1 or 2 things. That's cute. Let us slap it on the table. Let us slap it on the table.
But again, you see, but this is what I'm going to say. No one is mad at Marvel right now because none of these things, everything they're doing, this is all stuff that they had planned for a long time to be on Disney Plus.
Most of the
stuff on a delay, like everybody was mad there was no Marvel stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they were waiting. They were basically, I think what it is they were waiting for Warner's to shoot themselves in their foot and decide to just put everything on
peak subscription. They were waiting for a certain number for peak subscription, then to drop all the.
Well, fair enough, you know.
To make sure that it was a solidified ecosystem, because with the streaming system, no matter who you are, you never really know how it's going to turn out. No matter who you are.
Yeah,
because Netflix is still king at the end of the day. Netflix is still king.
So yes.
Well, you know.
Marvel, who got a big meeting, Marvel Phase 4.
Yeah,
it's all about WandaVision. I'm so happy. I was so worried that it was gonna be Captain Marvel, but Brie Larson shot herself in the foot and really pissed off Kevin Feige. So now it's Wanda.
Well, I wonder if WandaVision is gonna be like their flashpoint. Anything they want to change, they're gonna use WandaVision.
Yeah, she is the focal point of Phase 4, though. So I'm happy. I was just
well, yeah, that kicked it off on January 15th. Woohoo!
First off, don't be throwing Flashpoint around for these things.
A good Flashpoint.
Well, basically, it's what it seems like it's going to be.
No, because that's the thing. You see, I'm a believer. You know, I am a firm believer. You know, maybe the Fantastic Four will be a new team, and that's okay. They don't have to have always been around, but just we didn't know about them. But I still feel that the mutants
stuck in the Phantom Zone, bro. Don't be mad.
Or I mean, they might do like they did on the Crisis crossover. I mean, Charlie, she could alter reality, and it's like, oh, the Fantastic.
No, but that's lame. That's lame, and it's stupid, and no one wants that.
It's lame only if Franklin does it.
Well, Franklin. Well, first.
Okay.
Technically, that was the Molecule Man.
Okay.
Because the Molecule Man brought Miles Morales into the universe because he had a hamburger in his pants.
It's such a BA.
You know, that's the thing. So that wasn't actually Franklin's doing. That was the Molecule Man. And along those same points, he didn't. He brought in Miles. He didn't bring in everybody. You know, that was like the whole thing. It was really just one.
All it takes is one. That's all you need.
Well, yeah, I mean that is true, and that these are the downstream.
And then it's a domino. Then that universe has to get a Miles, and so on and so forth into infinity. You know.
Oh yeah, I understand. I understand the complications from it. Don't get me wrong.
Or what if they just break Charlie's heart and then we get an FF movie and it's Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, and Joe Fixit?
How would that break my heart?
I would be like all over that, man.
I thought you'd want the original team first.
No,
you know, I mean, I'm fine with the original team too.
I don't know who they could cast to make me happy, honestly.
Oh,
who? The original first family of Marvel, it's just.
I think you said she doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah, well you know
I think that would make me happy.
Yeah, well,
John Krasinski and his wife go kick rocks. That's all.
No, it'll be somebody we never heard of because. First off, they're not going to spend. They don't want to spend John Krasinski money. You know, they're like, oh, everyone's like clamoring for him, but we don't want him because he's going to ask for too much money. So no, like if he does it for scale, maybe they'll say, okay, scale and no points on the back end. Okay, you can be Reed Richards.
No, you can't do scale and no points on the back end. Your agent won't let you, darling. Your agent simply will not let you.
All I said is for the first movie, can we not do Doom? Seeing how we've got Doom in every ever.
No,
and don't do Galactus either.
Again.
No, they should do the Mole Man. The Mole Man is perfect.
Same Doom.
And to be fair, the Mole Man is where this is the thing. This is where you introduce the idea that there are other things out there. That there's a whole Subterranea. Yeah. And this is what they have in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they brushed up against mutants with Department H years and years and years ago. With the clairvoyant and this idea of people with, psychic abilities. These things were there. They then went, no, now it's all Inhumans, but they implied, they gave the implicit idea that if one wanted to believe that mutants existed in the MCU, you could say that they just are out of the way. Or, more importantly, S.H.I.E.L.D. was keeping a tap on them for most of Marvel's history.
Try to make you listen to all this.
And the thing is, and as I've said, the idea that, honestly, Charles Xavier keeping mutants on the DL really sounds like something the most powerful psionic manipulator on the planet might do.
I don't know.
A lot of there were no mutants here. There were no mutants here.
I mean, they announced
these are not the Inhumans you're looking for.
I mean, they've announced through there's movies on here 2023 and there. I mean, there's nothing on here that says mutant.
All I know is I'm really super happy about Hawkeye and Moon Knight. Those are the only two shows I care about.
Yeah.
And also, we're getting a Tiana show because they did her dirty and they finally admitted it, and they're actually gonna let her be a freaking human instead of a damn animal. So Tiana, Princess Tiana. Hello, Princess in the. Oh, okay.
I don't know. Oh, Tiana, Princess and the Frog. Okay, yes.
That's not
you veered into Disney princesses on me. I was like, wait, what?
Well, Shuri's a Disney princess, so I figured.
You got all Ray all excited with this Moon Knight talk, and then you veered left. What the heck?
I know.
Oh, do we want to talk about Shuri?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think people are entitled to feel how they feel, and it shouldn't affect their job because, that was kind of a messed up video. But like I said, people are entitled to feel how they feel.
You think they're going to give the black?
That's what public relations is for.
You think they're going to give
Brie Larson's YouTube?
You think they're going to give her the mantle because they said they're not going to recast T'Challa? So
they're not giving her the mantle now. There's no.
Yeah, but there's a Black Panther 2 movie on the.
Yeah, but they're not going to give her the mantle. She'll have a quote unquote expanded role, but what's expanded from the last movie? You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, they're not going to pull Batwoman and bring in some unknown to be in the next Black Panther, are they?
No, what they're probably going to do, they're probably going to cover the 5-year time gap.
Are they finally going to give John Boyega something to do since they kind of screwed him in Star Wars? They'll just throw. Mark my words, John Boyega in Black Panther 2 to make up for the Star Wars controversy.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel like I just hit that nail on the head, bro.
But I get the feeling that what they're going to do is they're going to tell Black Panther 2 from that what happened during the snap in Wakanda over the last 5 years, and it's going to be about M'Baku's reign, essentially. And
that was.
Well, and then at the end of it, what's going to happen is, of course, then it's the last scenes from Avengers Endgame, and then that sets up Black Panther 3, where they probably
X-Men or Fantastic Four, one of the two.
Well, by Black Panther 3, that's when they're going to kill T'Challa. So that's going to be and by that time they'll have enough time gap established that and here is Black Panther's son with this young lady named Aurora that he just happened to meet, Queen of Wakanda.
She can make it rain. Hello.
Yeah, no, but actually, no, because the reason I brought up the Shuri thing is, just prior to this, we had the what's her name from Mandalorian problem.
Carla
Gina Carano.
Yeah. Anyway, and it's just I got the feeling that it's like Disney really needs to check everybody's social medias before they cast them.
Well, that's their public relations specialist job. No celebrity should have access to their Twitter. Real talk. Like that's kind of a rule nowadays. So you better have a fake Instagram and a fake Twitter. You can't be out here with your blue check mark talking all crazy out the side of your neck. You just can't do it anymore, bro. It's 2020.
Exactly.
Oh, really? Is that the advice, Lilith Hellfire?
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
nobody knows my actual personal social media for reasons.
And there you go. Because, everyone's entitled to their crazy theories. I don't worry
Birds
about...
aren't real, and Mandela effect is real. So suck it.
Oh.
And fish don't exist.
I can't have my bosses out here finding that, okay?
Yeah. But the thing is that, Lilith's right. Lilith is right.
As a person who's done public relations, yes, I'm telling you.
I don't know why a actor still wants to do their own social media. Social media sucks.
He makes it look cool.
No, he doesn't. He makes it look bad.
Yeah, every Hollywood,
we're going rogue.
Every Hollywood celebrity wants to be a big, fat, overweight, old. Where 70% of the world mocking them. Oh yeah.
Just saying that they have the audacity to say the things that he says with pretty much no repercussions because he got impeached, but he didn't get kicked out of the White House. I'm just saying. I feel like 2020 just brought out all the nut jobs, and everybody's letting their nut job flag fly.
I know.
That's what me, as a public relations specialist, would hire a hacker to change all the passwords to their freaking social medias, and I would be in control of it. That's just me.
Look at Lil.
If that's my meal ticket, that's what I'm doing.
Look at Lil just derailing the Marvel talk.
No, well, I'm just saying. I'm agreeing with her. That's the thing is that's what
If
Disney
Marvel needs a celebrity handler, y'all can find me. Y'all know where to find me.
Okay, I know.
On the gram.
All right, I know Charlie's always on board for these, but Lilith, did you see the trailer for What If?
I did. It's
coming
cute
into
or whatever.
Summer.
I'm only here for the Chris Evans voiceover. Hello.
Oh,
it's the only one I'm here for.
Chris Evans can get it all day, every day.
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah.
Not lying, man. And let the man have a few donuts now, so he's happy. It's
exactly.
I'm down for dead by Captain
Ryan
America.
Reynolds.
The butter.
But no, I will always be a little like the argument they make for why they make him the Iron Man. It's like, we need someone really skinny to fit into this big, bulky armor. It's like, really? Okay.
It's not like it's the Hulk Buster. The Hulk Buster. It was the svelte Iron Man suit.
But I mean, I knew they were going to do this, but I mean, all the What If episodes are going to be MCU centric?
Yeah.
Of course. Why wouldn't they be?
I mean, you could do some comic.
They know where their bread is buttered, Philip.
I know, but like Halloween, you could do like a Marvel zombie.
They know where their bread is
well,
buttered.
They are doing
Sorry,
a Captain
you're
America
out in the cold
zombie.
now.
I did see that. Sorry. Captain America zombie, yeah.
Yeah. Which Tristan is mad that he hasn't gotten it yet. As Tristan has said, that was the first thing they showed us. Why is it not here yet?
I know. It said in the summer, so I know. I thought they said everything else had to stop shooting, but they could do the work on the animation from home. So I don't know why that's not out before anything else.
No, because there's spoilers for stuff they were anticipating releasing.
Too.
Maybe.
That's the thing. It's like the only things we've seen were stuff that are tied to other MCU properties. And when the schedule got thrown off, it's entirely possible that they don't want to release these things because they knew, they had to get it into a position where everything could play out, and then you could say, "Oh, okay, so that's how all these things tie together." And with regard to, What If? Yeah, it's all MCU. Well, first off, we don't know it's all MCU based. We just know that a lot of it is MCU based.
Well, everything I looked like in the trailer, most or all of it looked like MCU.
How many episodes is that? Did they say?
It didn't even say. They didn't even give a date. It just says summer 2021.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if any of these things. I don't know if we have a solid.
I know. Don't we have
episode count in anything.
Count for Hawkeye? I feel like I know that.
1
or 8.
I don't know. It's saying WandaVision's January 15th, Falcon and Winter Soldier March 19th, Loki. It just says May 2021. Then
why do we need a Loki series?
Because everyone wants one.
They want Tom Hiddleston.
Everyone loves Tom Hiddleston.
And then it just says Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, both late 2021.
Yep.
Well, I really love all the set pics we've been getting of Hawkeye, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know.
It seems like it's on a Defenders budget, though. I'm not going to lie.
I mean,
it seems like that.
You can do Hawkeye on a Defenders budget.
Again,
if they're pulling from the comic, it's not that sleek, modern look that I was hoping for. It's a very gritty, street level thing, and I'm okay with it. But I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, if you're doing the fraction,
Luke Cage is rolling over in his grave playing evil over on CBS right now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's like the fraction stuff, that's all street level.
I know, but it's not as slick as I was hoping for.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's Netflix.
Again, we don't even have like an official trailer yet, so you don't know.
Yeah. And to be fair, don't cry for Luke Cage right now.
I know he's got work, baby. I'm watching Evil on CBS. I support my former superheroes.
Well, no, but what I'm actually saying, you know, because that was the other rumor of Charlie Cox. You know, along with everybody else.
That's different.
Oh yeah, Charlie Cox and like 15 other people are going to be in Spider-Man 3 supposedly.
Yeah. Well, Robin Pattinson confirmed to be Batman.
Hey, here's what I'm going to say.
What was it? Tom Holland confirmed for a cameo in Spider-Man 3. Yeah. Like, when will they learn not to put so many things in the damn third movie? Have we learned nothing from our past, people?
Oh, are they going to try to go head to head with that Flash movie supposedly?
Well, anything's going to blow the a high school play will blow the Flash.
Oh.
Come on.
Yep.
Don't
down with Ezra Miller.
Don't make me roast DC. I was trying to avoid talk of DC. Don't make me roast them.
But I mean,
I'm a bitter ex-girlfriend.
Listen to this. 2022, She-Hulk, Moon Knight, Secret Invasion, Ironheart, Armor Wars, I Am Groot, and the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Yay!
That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 things in 2022.
Yes. Although, by the way, and of course with She-Hulk, we've got the Abomination and Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, from the movie. It's canon. They're canonizing it.
It's canon. Like, we cut Edward Norton out of the picture, but
Edward Norton.
Good old Eric Bana is canon.
Yeah.
Good old milquetoast Eric Bana is canon.
Oh, burn.
Yeah. Well,
he knows. He knows. He's okay with it.
I know. But I did see, I believe, fellow Looney, Noel Looney Tunes Tate did put up, I guess, I don't know, Marvel must have made some kind of statement. Moon Knight will have his dissociative identity disorder. So,
yeah, that was in the synopsis or whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting that they're gonna go there. Now, I don't want people trying to cancel them over the portrayal of it, because at the end of the day, you know, like, come on, that's a pretty ballsy move they're doing with that.
Well, they might. They might want to take them apart from certain other figures in pop culture.
Man.
Yeah. Well, the fact of the matter is, you know, you can do dissociative identity disorder in an interesting way.
Yeah.
Now, the real problem will be if they really make it like my superpower is having a dissociative identity disorder. That's not cool. You know, that's
it's a pretty fine line to walk. So I'm just
when you get into you know. But the thing is, and that's the thing is, Mark Spector's dissociative identity disorder never included Moon Knight. He didn't become Moon Knight as one of his dissociative identities. It was 3 other guys that he was in certain stress positions.
Yeah, but that's the comic book, but how's it going to translate to TV? That's all that I'm saying. We lose a lot of things in translation, a lot of subtlety and nuance. So that's all.
Yeah, and fair enough. But like I said, so long as they don't make it my superpower is my mental illness, I think it can work very interestingly.
I hope so. I have big hopes for that show. I like how they were just like, oh no, when Oscar's out, by the way. You guys are crazy. You thought we were gonna make him Moon Knight.
You know, what if they cast like 4 people and make each one, you know, when a different identity take over, you have someone else playing the part?
That stops being dissociative identity disorder and also gets desperately close
is this,
to
an M. Night Shyamalan movie? Come on, Phil.
Yeah, it gets desperately close to Splitsville. So yeah,
exactly. It's like no M. Night Shyamalan over here.
Yeah.
Okay, and you said Oscar Isaac is out. Yeah. Well, they said what's her face, Tatiana Miss Lonnie or whatever, wasn't She-Hulk. Oh, guess who's in She-Hulk?
Exactly.
Haley Steinfeld was never confirmed for Hawkeye. Guess who's in Hawkeye?
Oh, did they actually ever have the nerve to say that? Because I feel like we secretly saw like a set pic after they said it. So it's just like, okay.
Well, no, I mean like a while ago. They never said. I think that was the rumor, but they never confirmed it until I think those set photos came out.
The Haley Steinfeld thing, the cat was out of the bag a while ago before they could ever even bother to try. So.
And I forget if it was today or a few days ago, but happy birthday, Haley Steinfeld.
All this Sagittarius energy, loving it.
I believe she turned 24.
And Sagittarians are archers.
Exactly.
Oh,
fire signs.
Super connected.
Oh, look at that.
Take that, Oliver Queen.
Yeah, Oliver Queen.
Oh, the one that surprised me. Well, there's a few here. Secret Invasion. They said Sam Jackson and that guy who plays Talos, which has got to be more people in it than that.
All you need is Sam Jackson. What do you mean?
I know, but just
come on, don't be greedy, Phil.
Although technically, is it Sam Jackson or is it Talos as Nick Fury?
What's that?
Shut your filthy mouth.
So okay, fair enough. It would be Sam Jackson playing Talos as Nick Fury, but it goes into this. So is because I still think Nick Fury's out there, man on the wall, probably kind of shooting aliens,
or unless Talos is on Earth, like causing all kinds of trouble as Nick Fury, and Nick Fury has to come back and.
It's like
I was in Tahiti, man.
Job.
Thanks, there.
It was a magical place.
Oh, I wonder if we could get some appearances by some ex-agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Charlie.
Better.
Bill Coulson.
I'm talking Ming Na and
Clarky
Boy.
Nah.
Those are the two people I care about. Y'all can fight.
Yeah. No, I mean, definitely all of the agents are coming back.
I said what I said.
There is no reason to assume the agents aren't coming back.
Oh, and Kobe. Of course, Kobe has to come back. And she better be dealing with freaking the new Black Widow, by the way. And I can't wait to see that team up with the new Black Widow and Kate Bishop, by the way.
Oh,
it's kind of sort of confirmed. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, and again,
Kobe's Marvel too, I think.
Yeah. So we can pretty much, although we will never be certain, was that I think Talos as Nick Fury is going to be our new. It was actually an LMD for Nick Fury. Although by the end of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they have the LMD project working flawlessly.
Oh yeah,
which means we are going to get. We're going to get starting to get Max Furies, No.
We're getting clones, baby.
No, not Fury Max, but the
Skrulls, LMDs, clones. Jeez.
Yeah, because they brought back dead people as LMDs, and it's like weird.
Hey, don't kink shame.
Coulson, you died 2 or 3 times already. Yeah, we're gonna bring you back.
And now he's back as an LMD.
Yes, we know you like Supernatural. All 25 birthday presents you got pretty much were Supernatural. We get it, Lil.
That was only 2 minutes of the haul. The full video. Hey, enough that. We don't do that here, Philip.
Yeah, she's like Tristan. She does not want her face on camera.
Except the video she put up on Facebook.
On my personal social media with friends only.
Wasn't it on the Lilith Hellfire social media?
Exactly, but only friends can see it. That's
okay.
My pictures are not set to public, Philip.
She sets Lilith knows how to set her settings. She's not like me. Just post all. I don't care. Everyone can see it.
Lilith knows how.
I'm naked.
That's for Patreon.
Oh, what a waste of butter!
I love that drop.
Me too. Oh, and I guess with since Tony Stark is dead, with Rhodey, we're getting Armor Wars in 2020.
Yes.
Oh
really?
No! I was like,
yeah, okay.
I like Rhodey. Give me some Don Cheadle.
I don't like
Don
movie
Cheadle.
Rhodey. No offense.
You don't like Don Cheadle?
Not in that role. No.
I wonder. I was going to say,
okay.
what armored heroes or villains we can introduce through Armor Wars.
All of them, Philip.
Oh no.
Well, actually, does that come before or after Ironheart?
They are both announced for 2022.
One at the beginning.
So maybe
one at the end.
Ironheart leads into Armor Wars.
Ironheart is listed right before Armor Wars, so I don't know, but it just says 2022.
She did something. Blame it on the black girl. It's fine.
Oh.
It's fine.
No,
Mark my words.
Well, but what we're gonna get is we're gonna get a Riri and a Rhodey kind of friendship, and he's gonna be like the father figure teaching her how to be a superhero, and he's gonna be like, yeah, you're like that. You remind me so much of that schmuck I used to work for. But I'm going to keep you on the straight and narrow, just like I tried to keep him on the straight and narrow.
No, we're going to get it.
Because you smart people never think. That's the problem with smart people. You never think.
When you have somebody that does something because they can, yeah, you're going to want to keep an eye on that.
We're going to get a teenage Illuminati.
In fact, mark my words, that will be a line in that. He will say to Riri, that's the problem with you smart people. You never think.
Such a Rhodey thing to say. Because
exactly.
Happy's too busy chasing after freaking Peter Parker. So,
well, after his aunt,
yeah. He's like, finally, Tony's out of the way. Oh, yeah. You want to know? I don't know if you guys know this, but you guys know he was meant to be Ducky, and that because he didn't for Pretty in Pink, or is that 16 Candles?
Oh, Jon Favreau?
No, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was actually supposed to end up with her, and because it turned out to be John Cryer, they changed the ending.
Wow.
Poor John Cryer.
And that's why he turned evil, and now he's Lex Luthor.
Exactly. Thank you.
Robert Downey Jr. gets to be, big budget movie Tony Stark, and yes, and John Cryer gets to be CW Lex Luthor. Well, one of them.
CWTV Lex Luthor.
Hey, he's actually a very good Lex Luthor. I like his Lex Luthor.
Supergirl Lex Luthor.
I'm just gonna say, John Cryer's Lex Luthor is probably a top
Superman 3. You just shut your mouth over there. Oh. We can't trust you. I can't talk. Superman 4. I can defend Superman 4, so I have no room to talk.
Exactly. But and it's to each their own.
I don't mind John Cryer, but just not my Lex. I mean, yeah. I grew up with Smallville.
I don't think he's bad.
Michael Rosenbaum is
Michael Rosenberg is Michael Rosenberg is the best Lex Luthor. I'm just saying John Cryer is probably top 3.
Okay, John is number 2. Let's see.
Well, I would go with. I mean. Oh yeah, I guess we're doing the animated Lex Luthors too.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, he's like number 1 in his own category, but
he's a
Lex
really
Luthor,
good.
It's like him and Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy. They're literally in a league of their own.
Everyone said, "Why is Lex Luthor black?" No, everyone loved that one.
But he wasn't. It was just so they could differentiate to make sure that he wasn't a Nazi. No, it's true. You can look it up, Google it.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, they made him very.
So there's that.
I'm sorry. What?
The new Superman show, Lex is actually black in that one. I don't know how I feel about that, but okay.
Wait, how is Lex?
So
there's a different Lex Luthor than John Cryer in that universe? What is happening now?
A refugee from when the multiverse collapsed. Isn't that it? Will?
Oh.
And why's the black man got to be a refugee? What is going on at the CW? You go woke, you go woke.
Wait, is this maybe this is what was that other that Alexander Luthor from the future? And that's like he's gonna have that big redemptive arc, maybe?
Yeah, right.
Lex Luthor's son.
CW has a very bad track record with black actors. That's all that I'm saying.
Yeah, well,
So
I defend Warner Brothers, but it's Warner Brothers, so why would I?
Cryer
specifically the CW. The Warner Brothers actually did right by Ray Fisher, and Joss Whedon is out on that other project that they had at HBO Max because of that investigation. So although we were all getting tired of Joss Whedon, and this was just an excuse, a big setup, if you ask me. But that's a conversation for say Patreon. My entertainment conspiracy theories.
Oh, nice.
And boy, do I have a lot.
There you go. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, we should scour the news for like weird stories. Oh, yes, you can do your Hollywood conspiracy theories. Yes.
Yeah.
It's all connected.
Along with your favorite porn list.
It is. It surprisingly is. They say that show business is business, but no, baby, it's personal. Very, very personal who you choose to spend your money with. But on that note, Philip, comic books or any other news?
No, well, I mean,
I saw Charlie had a huge stack of books.
Well, I didn't have a lot of books, although, man,
yeah,
I didn't get to finish Sword #1.
Oh, you didn't?
And I'm so mad. I got halfway through it, and then it was like, oh, because I'm trying to read it just for. Yeah, it was a whole thing. I had a whole big thing I had to do at work today. I wasn't planning on going into work today, but it just wound up I had to go in and da. So I got, oh man, but I'm so loving everything about this. I'm
surprised.
I love Abigail Brand really just looking at Magneto like, listen, old man, you are a Karen.
Oh!
And I got,
well, he
and
is.
the universe
to be fair,
has no
he's
time
the biggest
for Karens. I'm sorry, what?
He throws a hissy fit and wants to speak to the manager. Absolutely. Totally agree.
No, not Karen.
If he can't have his way,
Karen.
he'll start his own.
Yeah. But, yeah, I really like that. And it has, like, all these great callbacks to, like, if you're into, like, obscure mutants, like Peeper. Honestly, I want Shocker and Lifter in here, too, but I haven't seen them yet. And they have like two super, well, maybe they're not obscure mutants if you're in the know, but like I don't know when the last time WizKid showed up. The original Takashi, who actually has like freaking Omega level mutant powers if you stop to think about it, because he transmogrifies anything into technology, which means he's controlling things on a molecular level. He turned a garbage can into an engine for his flying wheelchair. Like, that's the first thing you see him do. And it's like, nothing in that makes any sense. It probably doesn't even have the right mass for it, but he just does it because he is a super powerful magical mutant. And they also made him skinnier now, which I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, yes.
He used to be a bit of...
That was the name of the team, Exterminators.
The Exterminators,
yes.
Yes, with Boom Boom, Artie Leach, and probably... Yeah. Oh, and I think that Rusty guy was in there, too.
Rusty Collins, yeah.
Rusty Collins, yeah. I love those guys. But but you look at the original, he like had kind of a chubby face, and now they got him all svelte, Guess he's working out in the gym.
It's 2020,
Yeah.
Stay fit to stay ahead of the COVID, you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
No one stole his elliptical.
Yeah. I'm so mad. But anyway. Oh, we'll get the refund. Yeah, but him and Peeper, that just like that's literally why I picked up the book. Because Peeper, the cool thing about Peeper is that he was in like the second or third iteration of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. It was Shocker, Lifter, Peeper. I want to say there was another guy. Oh, the guy with the mental powers who knew what you were going to do beforehand. And that was sort of like Magneto's second team. And I read about them in the Handbook of the Marvel Universe. And like just after that, they had the Resistance show up in Captain America to fight to fight John Walker. And it was so awesome because I was like, I recognize all of those power sets. Those are these characters that I know and love. And that was like my first super connection. In fact, I think I wrote into that. I gotta check because I think they published that letter where I wrote in and said, "Hey, I think these are the whatever they were called. They were in the handbook under a different name, but I'm that kind of freak." I was so excited. So yeah, I really like that. I really like what it is. I know that we have the Abigail Brand is really the most evil person in the universe when she shoots Tony Stark in the future or something at the end of the last arc. But that's always misdirection. So yeah, I like that. I like Sword. I may put that on a pull list.
Oh, what Sword?
Yeah, Sword #1.
Oh.
I didn't even finish it yet. So maybe after I finish it, I may say, no, that's not really that good at all.
It seems like one or two X books seem to hook everyone's fancy, but not all of them.
Yeah, well, that's Here's the thing about the X-Men is that it's not one thing.
I know. Well,
you call them mutant books, but they're not. But that's like saying, "Oh, it's a superhero book."
They're trying in the worst way to make it all one thing, but yeah.
But they're never. They can't be because they're all different characters. They're all different people doing all different things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Marauders, as Lilith will tell you, are pirates. Arg.
Exactly. The best X book you're not reading, and they came out this week.
And she loves it. And you know, now, although I do have a pirate book that I read. It's an indie because I think indies do pirates better. I'm just going to say
they do. X-Men is pirates. Come on, you're pushing it. But
exactly.
That's X book.
So fair enough.
All right, Love Hellfire. You want to throw one out?
Let's see. It wasn't a lot in indies that I picked up this week. So I can talk King in Black Namor #1 because I know nobody else probably picked it up in this room.
I did not pick that up. I picked up Venom, but I did not pick up Namor.
It's Namor. If you know, you know. What up, Ray Ray? Yeah, so it was pretty good. I mean, you know.
It was just a really nice package.
It actually, the cover is pretty dang nice. The writer's Kirk Busiek, and then the art's by Ben Dewey and Jonas Scharf. Not really familiar with them, but they did really good on the book, and you know, get into some classic Namor actually.
So here's a question: how do the symbiotes deal with salt water?
Pretty dang well.
Really? I would have thought badly.
I guess as long as no supersonic chargers come from blasting through the water, they're fine.
Although, ironically, as you know, Hydra Man pointed out when he was on the Frightful Four with Claw, that you know, sound moves faster in water. So really, you would think that would actually be far more devastating.
I don't think the writers did their science very well, but they did the art really well. The story is really fast paced and fun. So,
yeah, actually, I mostly was just thinking the caustic nature of salt water would really, you know, because they are like they are very reactive to fire, and salt water is kind of an oxidizing agent. You don't even need the oxygen. It's like swimming in fire technically. It's a small fire, but you should really be damaging them. But that's my opinion.
You know, we don't really treat underwater adventures as a scientific nature in comic books. We just don't.
We should.
Unless it's like a submarine or something like an actual like submarine, we don't get very scientific. And I find that kind of weird, but I just go with it because I know because as a Namor fan, you just go with it.
Yeah, you know, when you think about it, like really. You know, although there are animals that can do that, can go from saltwater to freshwater, like the salmon. Yeah. So as a super evolved,
there's a couple of sharks that can do it too.
Yeah, there's a few animals that can do it. So you can say, but there should be like some kind of hit point loss when they do that. So like you know, Atlanteans should be like adapted for saltwater. And maybe that's even a thing that, you know, like maybe Namor as a hybrid has the ability to move much better between all kinds of water because humans can. But at the same time, you know, then maybe there should be a whole thing where like, yeah, but actual Atlanteans have a real hard time in fresh water. That it's actually kind of like, it really makes them sick, you know? It's like they can breathe it. It's good in a pinch, but it's not what you want, you know?
It's not home turf.
Sort of like when Madison put the salt in the bathwater. If you remember that scene from Smash, she puts the salt in the bathwater so that it's like her natural habitat.
Puts the lotion in the bath.
She did not put nearly enough salt in that bathwater.
I was gonna say most table salt doesn't even have enough actual anything in it.
Well, you know,
it was the 80s though, so maybe, but nowadays it doesn't have.
It has there is sodium chloride in salt water, so and that is the salt that actually makes it a salt water. There's other minerals dissolved in there as well.
Sea salt. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, that was before everyone like had sea salt in their cupboard.
He was rich; he could have afforded it.
Yeah, but why would he want it? He doesn't know what sea salt is. You know, that was before that was a big thing.
It's gold now.
If you remember, they were fruit sellers. And so would not have been. Oh, it's a Barkley episode. They were fruit sellers. and because they were fruit sellers, they wouldn't be as into what the latest salts were and spices were for that you would use in those kind of things. That's not what they did, but you know.
True. Yeah, I was surprised that they actually did this because it's like, I mean, I want Namor to be more of a thing. Like, they're trying to make him more of a thing, but like, I was surprised to see this for a King in Black.
I know.
Sometimes they throw Namor in like random crossovers.
You know, I love the one where he was with Jean Grey. That was the best one so far.
Yeah.
To be fair, Namor is a big character. He does.
He's forgotten like the Fantastic Four though a lot. Like he was there in the beginning, and he doesn't get the respect that he has from the newbies. But the OGs know.
Marvel's first.
Yeah. Well, he was sort of. I don't know how you can call a hybrid. I don't know how you can call a hybrid a mutant, but that is that whole weird thing with mutants where you're not really a mutant. Oh, you're totally a mutant. And
you need to invade Krakoa like Deadpool did.
You know what I'm gonna say is it's kind of like, oh, you're useful to us, so you'll be a mutant now. And if you're not useful to us, you're not really a mutant.
Well, yeah, again, it goes back to those biases.
It's not for nothing. It's not like they got like a bunch of guys with like 6 fingers there.
Forget that they're all plant people now, Lil. That was always Charles Xavier. You're I love you as long as you're useful to me.
Yeah.
It's clearly a manipulative evil jackhole, obviously. The older you get, the clearer it becomes, Telepathy is an evil power.
Duh.
So, do you want to do one, Phil?
Sure. All right.
Stop me if you heard this one before. No, I'm kidding.
I could hear Lil rolling her eyes already. Dark Knights, Death Metal, last story to the DC universe. No, it's a bunch of short stories. Like all the heroes are getting ready for the final battle, which they don't think they're going to survive. I mean, we get a Titans reunion. Basically, almost everyone that was a Titan. We get Wally back. We even get a zombie Roy Harper.
Oh, I'm gonna throw him out. Poor Roy Harper. Is he the new Wally now?
I guess. And then we get a Hal Jordan Green Lantern story where at the end he basically gives a second chance and a green power ring to Sinestro.
Yay! The greatest Green Lantern ever.
I mean, he's not wrong, but it's not hard to do.
Oh, Lilith, you might like him.
Order in his sector.
Oh, yes,
it's all that matters.
Lilith, they have a Green Arrow Black Canary story by Gail Simone.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. There's an Aquaman story, him writing a letter to his daughter, thinking he's not going to survive this battle.
Aquaman has a daughter?
Yeah, and he's married and everything.
Yeah, him and Mara.
Okay, well, that's new.
And of course, Nightwing and Batgirl kiss and make up, at least for the night.
But were they on a trapeze? That's what I need to know.
No, I think they were going to be in a
classic
tent.
story. But
here's my thing with that, because I did read about that.
Yes.
And but this is an alternate universe, right? So is that what it is? It's an alternate universe, or is it something else?
So after Death Metal,
because I was like, wasn't like the whole thing was that her and Tim were supposed to be in love?
What?
In the Three Jokers.
He smoked a dude.
Jason.
Oh, Jason Todd. I don't know.
One of those juice is straw. That's cider. That's apple cider, ain't it?
No, this is just like a complete lack of interest in any Robin whose name isn't Damien.
Get out. Get him out of here, Phil.
He's the best Robin.
And again, Three Jokers was Black Label, so who knows how canon that was.
Well, I know.
Like I said, it's canon if you want it to be. It's canon if it's not canon if you don't want it to be. That's literally what they said.
Oh,
literally what they said.
Oh, and I don't know if this is a sign of something, Lilith. I mean, we got a Superman story. He had long hair in this story, so it felt like a 90s story because he's running around with long hair.
Okay, who Brian Cronin does? Who did it? Weren't we just talking about long-haired Superman? We had that planned for a year. They stole it from us.
What, the Superman story, Lilith? I don't know if this is a sign of things to come, written by Mark Waid.
Yep, it is. Here's your sign.
Oh,
He's
Mark
cleaning
Waid
up
Superman.
the mess. He's cleaning up the Bendis mess.
That could be good. I like Mark Waid.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. We were like, who would the fans trust to come back to Superman after the mess that Bendis made? And we all said pretty much Mark Waid was the only person at this point.
Stuff's getting cleaned up because even in like Superman, the Endless Winter Superman special, they kind of play it. I mean, it could go either way, but they really don't say anything about his identity being public and stuff. So, you know.
I did actually pick up a DC book this week. I didn't read it, but I picked it up. It's the DC Very Merry Multiverse #1.
Oh, that was sold out when I got there.
Yeah. I haven't read it yet. I just picked it up because I like the holiday specials. And when I'm in a better mood and not so salty at DC.
I thought you were going to say I picked it up and I put it back down.
I was very excited because for the show, David F. Walker has a story in there.
If you want a digital copy, let me know.
Okay. Well, I will let you know that I would like a digital copy.
Okay.
Any other books, Katie?
I'll send you the code Bunny Ears later.
Okay. I do want to give my indie book this week.
Sure.
Which is, and I don't know if this is for, because they're being very...
Yeah, that's #4. And I think they have one more technically somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going to put it out, but I know there's one more that was supposed to happen.
And this was a really great book. I really thought the last book was a little like meandering.
It was like almost like penultimate. They were dragging it out.
Take a drink.
I love it. He took a drink.
Yeah.
It's for future Charlie.
Yeah,
and future Charlie, take a drink.
But no, because I mean, I hope there isn't a 5th book. I mean, I do hope there's a 5th book because I really like this book now.
Meaning, I think they want to spin it out into actual ongoing.
Okay,
it's done pretty well.
Yeah, I could live with that, but I just need to know if I can now watch the dang movie.
You can watch the movie definitely.
Okay, and you know it's
you could have
really
watched the movie anyway, Charlie. You're just being like a weirdo.
It was a prequel comic. They sold it as a prequel comic.
Oh, he fell for the gimmick. Isn't he such a sweet summer child, Philip?
But this was a good episode. I loved everything about it from the overly pretentious death metal rockers. I love the fact that when you actually break it down, like Bill and Ted are like way more metal than them because they've actually been to hell. That when they try to awaken the gods, they awaken the trolls, and the trolls are going to eat them, and it's just beautiful comeuppance all the way around. I mean, and yeah, total Deus Ex Machina. We get our super robot, and clearly, I guess what they're doing here is they're clearing the table, because this is why the Robotesses aren't in the book, and this is why Station isn't in the movie, and this is why Station isn't in the movie. Death's still there, but we do know that he goes solo at some point. And of course, for the guys in hell, their personal hell is being trapped in a room with many variations of Bill and Ted. Although within that, you know, one could say one man's hell is another man's heaven. So I love this. I love the fact that you even get this nice little wink and a nod. Maybe someday you will meet Bill and Ted, daughter. Wink, wink, nod, nod. But only after I'm dead. Because death is just a part of life, as we learned in Bogus Journey. All around the multiverse through life and death. And so I love Bill and Ted Are Doomed. It was a great, great book. And fun. And how metal is it that death is a part of Wild Stallions and yet they're still being called false metal? It's like our bassist is literally death.
Haters don't hate.
Death
metal. Exactly. And you know, and it is all just show. Like, you know, you have the clown metal, which I don't know if that's supposed to be like a a slam on ICP, or maybe just meant to be like clowns are creepy, and maybe these guys are the creepiest of all. I don't know what that's supposed to be. And of course, obviously, I don't think ICP is metal. They're really more, I guess you could argue they're maybe a little rap metal, but you know. How do magnets even work? I don't know.
Whatever the genres are.
Yeah.
Lilith?
There's so many micro genres now. That's the problem.
Pick up Mighty Morphin #2. If you're a Power Rangers fan, you know. I ain't gotta explain it. You should be reading it already. I definitely feel like this is leading into something. I feel like I heard rumblings of a new TV show with some of the older cast members, if I remember right. So I feel like definitely this book has hyped it up, and they might be basing some stories for that particular TV universe off of that. So if you're interested, you should definitely be reading the Power Ranger books from Boom Studios.
Are Skull and Bulk in it?
They do have shorts in the books, yeah.
Ooh. I love Skull and Bulk. I'm sorry.
Prevalent during the earlier runs of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but every now and then they do show up.
Oh,
very
right.
classic,
That's like when
very
they eventually become cops, or in the city that they lived in, because very Clockwork Orangey. That, by the way.
Yeah.
And it also kind of goes into that classic, was it ACAB, ACAB thing, Sometimes bullies become cops.
Yep.
Trying to do good, but still that character that we remember who was a bully. So maybe we should look into that.
Well,
maybe
in the TV show,
lessons.
they had a really redemptive arc once they actually got to help the Power Rangers and they stopped being bullies and stuff, and that's when everybody stopped caring about Bulk and Skull, and they actually stopped being the comedic relief and stuff. So that was their arc, and we forgot about them, and we never saw them again in the TV show. So.
Yeah, I want to say that the actor who played Bulk went on to do something with Disney Pirates, with the Peter Pan and the Pirates.
What?
Tony Tiny Lester, aka Debo, and that guy from The Dark Knight, he passed away.
Oh yeah.
So sad. 62 makes me almost not want to be a loner, almost, because they had to call the cops for a wellness check. That was very sad.
Yeah.
For another human being that isn't myself.
Exactly.
Well, it's easy to care about celebrities. We don't know them. And so we only know them from their...
And I, for the life of me, didn't know he was a wrestler. Although, you look at him and was duh, of course he was a wrestler.
Yeah. Wasn't he, what did he wrestle under? Was it Zeus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'll say about, but this is why celebrities shouldn't handle their own social media, because we don't want to see all the things that make us not want to be your friend anymore. We just want to be your friend, and so
Cardi B, keep your $88,000 freaking ugly Birkin bag to yourself. Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
Don't you know it's a pandemic?
I guess some of us are triggered by other things, but
other people are. I literally don't care what people do with their money.
Wait,
I spend my stuff on Supernatural swag. You can spend your money on an ugly Birkin bag.
Hey, don't interrupt. He was saying we want to be their friends.
No.
We really want to be friends, right, Charlie Esser?
Yes. Just because it's Batsy. It's Batsy. We really want to be your friend. We know the good times will never end.
Finish the drink, future Lilith.
But, but that's the thing, is that, what? She really wants to be our friend. We hope the good times never end, but they do, because someone says something they shouldn't have said.
Ooh. Hey, Lilith. You'll say you probably won't like this, but you might. Tales from the Dark Multiverse, Flashpoint.
No, thank you.
No.
So what happens in that? It's like Flashpoint goes back in time and everything gets better?
No. Flashpoint goes down the way it did, and then when Barry tries to get his powers back in that lightning storm, the lightning kills him.
Good.
And
does it look like Ezra Miller at least?
No, it looks like comic Barry Allen.
So
But then the Reverse Flash shows up, and he's basically just playing with Flashpoint. He's just having a good old time playing with
Stop
the reality.
going to that well. Stop it. Learn a new trick.
Barry had told Thomas Wayne, there's a reality where the reality where I come from, Bruce lives. So Thomas makes it his mission to try to force Eobard to change it back. And at the end, Eobard changes reality, but I won't spoil what he changes it into.
Well, obviously that's where we get the Dark Metal universe. So yeah.
No, it's not Dark Metal.
Oh, it's not Dark Metal.
No, Tales from the Dark Multiverse is their what if, but they're all dark.
Remember when we just had Elsewhere Tales and we could just roll with it?
Yeah.
Don't most what ifs end horribly? Isn't that what all what ifs were? It's everything dies.
Every one of these has a body count, a huge one. But I mean, even there's at the beginning of these, there's a cosmic figure. Instead of the Watcher, it's Tempest, Fugonaut.
Oh my God. He's the effing Fugonaut. Nobody tell Rob.
Nobody tell Wade's World.
I know, it's kind of a light week for me, though.
What?
Kind of bummed out.
What a light week.
Yeah. Indie books just it wasn't a lot of them this week, so.
I actually kept myself under $21, so I was very happy.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would love it if I could do that every week.
Well, I have children, not dogs, so.
True.
You don't have to dress dogs. That's the good. You only dress dogs when you want to dress dogs. I have to keep my kids clothed every day.
Please! I've seen the live stream. Those kids don't wear clothes.
They wear underwear.
Now they're homeschooled. They're just they just show up in their robe.
I know.
They actually have to wear clothes at school. It's still the rule, at least in the waist time.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, no, the only one I bought outside of my normal books was Sword, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, it might have been a light week because there are 5 Wednesdays this month, so it might be spread out over.
And it's also Christmas month.
Yeah. But I'll just give a honorable mention to Batman Black and White #1, a new Batman Black and White.
I want to pick it up, but I'm mad at DC.
I know. Oh, so you don't want to hear the names on the back? Paul Dini.
Oh, no, I saw the names on the back.
Okay.
But I'm just going to be a stubborn mule about it. I really
it was good.
You're allowed to visit your ex, as they say.
Oh,
no, sir. No, sir. Once you're dead to me, like I said, I'm on a 5-year break.
Come on.
I will see them in 5 years.
Lilith. Just one drunken night of DC Comics. Come on, baby.
Okay, for the Patreon. It has to be an official year, and I'll be like, all right, what did I miss, Phil? Fill me in.
There we go.
You're welcome.
For the right price, Lilith will read DC.
Oh, my.
Hey, but no, for poops and giggles though, just gonna throw that out there. I know some of you guys are gonna be going on your winter break. In case you didn't know, SG1 is on Netflix. All the seasons. Ooh. So the movie's not on there, so that's a big bummer. But all the seasons are there.
Okay.
And Star Trek.
If you want to be a couch potato and a vegetable coma, go ahead.
I wasn't sure what they were trying to say with the Greys being the Norse gods. I also got mad because pi isn't 3.14. And 314 isn't pi. I don't know if anyone remembers that episode with that, but oh wait, no, you see, it's pi. It's 314. It's like, that's not pi. That's just
it's a slice of pie.
Hello.
Yeah, because the whole thing about pi is that it's actually more than 3.14. That's like pie in Mississippi, That's pecan pie.
That's at Charlie Esser. 2 E's in the middle.
Hey, you want to look it up? Mississippi did have a moment where someone was trying to make pi 3.14. Just because it was. I want to say it was Mississippi. It might have been another state.
It might have been Arkansas. Those two are pretty close with the shenanigans.
Sorry, Will.
Could have been Louisiana, but I don't think so. It wasn't Texas, though. I know it wasn't Texas.
I hope it's going somewhere nice.
But yeah,
Yeah.
You guys, are there any books you guys are getting for anybody or anything like that you would recommend? If somebody wanted to get their kids into comic books, anything?
I don't know, man. My kids are weird.
I got some of the more. Santa's getting some of the Marvel Action Spider-Man.
Ooh.
He did pick up one or two of the comics. There's like the separate comics of these and liked them. So I was,
Are those the one from IDW?
I believe
Boom?
so. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I
forget which one does the Marvel Action.
Yeah, it's IDW.
Because they're going to get bought up by Disney eventually.
There is a Star Wars Bounty Hunters series that I keep on thinking, I bet you Tristan would like that. Because when he got when he found my Dark Horse Star Wars Underworld books, he's like, "Hey, these are all the Bounty Hunters." I said, "I know, I bought those for you to read." He's like, "Oh, okay." And he read it, and then put it down, and then he asked me for more. So I'm like, I'm waiting for him to get. See, the thing is, a lot of kids
fickle. Yeah.
You don't have to be sorry. Not everyone likes the same things. I like comic books.
There's too much fun for their attention.
Yeah. See, the thing for Tristan is he can know everything about comic books just by watching a YouTube video. He's kind of like in the same way that most of my knowledge of comic books comes from the Marvel Handbook of the official Marvel Handbook of the Universe. I didn't read comics. I read dense treatises, and so that's what happened, and that's what happened. And
I was thinking about you on Wednesday in my comic shop. Those essential Marvel volumes. The black and white where they print old comics. They had an edition for the Marvel Handbook. So I don't know if it's the old one.
Well, if it's the old one, if they don't have a power scale. The power scale is the newer handbook because they wanted to make it more like video games and whatever the kid were reading. Yeah. Well, even less because actually I think the old one was more like D&D, but yeah, where they do the power rankings for card games and things. That's the newer ones, and they're still good. I just like the fact that they had the class 100 strength idea there, which is 100 tons. If you can lift 100 tons, you're classified as class 100 strength. But at the same time, you can lift far more than that. But that was just the top of the scale. So it's like, we measure you up until 100 tons, and then we say, you know what, heck with it. Yeah, to heck with it. You're very powerful. You're very strong. Okay, we know, Galactus. You're very strong. That was always one of my favorite lines. That technically, Galactus has class.
Everybody's getting Archie digital comic books. That's what you're getting. Merry Christmas.
There you go. Archie is digital now.
Yeah. Very
you should download
it's
the
very
Archie.
Good. It's very good structure. Easy to find things.
Mm-hmm. Unlike me when I was trying to find these holiday specials and had to figure out exactly how to search for them. Thank goodness that Gwenpool was so easy. I knew of the Gwenpool episodes, and that's why I was able to find those for my holiday recitation.
Together. Marvel Unlimited. All that money sucking from the nerds, get it together.
Yes, the holiday issues, which you'll hear next episode.
Exactly. That was my lead-in, Phil.
Nice.
You stepped all over
I was
it.
setting it up.
Sorry.
So you could knock it down. But yes, Gwenpool holiday special and a special non-Gwenpool holiday book that I read.
Ooh, tune in next week to find out.
What will it be? Who knows?
Who could it be?
Technically, wasn't even a holiday.
You know what though? I could use a Pantsgiving. No Pantsgiving. That should be a thing.
Whoa.
Wait, a no pants? Well, the whole point of Pantsgiving is you wear the hot pants.
I think
No pants.
No pants.
Hot pants are still too much pants.
Next.
I don't know. I can get. Here's the thing. I can get with the boxer brief as an outerwear. I can work with that.
It's wintering time. Nice. And on that note, before we get canceled,
nobody tell Rob. Yes.
Nobody tell Rob.
All right. So Lilith must be sobering up. So yes, again, this will be the last live episode of Capes and Lunatics for 2020. Because, like Charlie said, next week will be our favorite holiday issues. Me, Lilith, Charlie, and Tyler. I think we had 3 apiece. So yes, 12 holiday comics. So see how quick I did that math. And then in 2 weeks.
Did you ask Luca?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I just texted him. Yes. And then in 2 weeks, you'll hear the movie review we did of the first Austin Powers movie with all our friends in the big round table.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. So.
And then the next weekend is next year.
Yes, and the first episode.
Good riddance 2020. But they're making me watch Wonder Woman.
Yes, I was going to say, the first episode of 2021, we're going to review Wonder Woman 1984, correct?
I'm in for a penny. I'm in for a pound.
We're going to party like 1984. Woohoo.
Might get to see Cheetah. Growl.
Yes, so we're going to do our big review of Wonder Woman 1984 when we come back in 2021.
Nobody tell Brian.
All right, so send your thoughts. Hey, Wonder Woman comes out on Christmas Day. Watch it. Send your thoughts. We'll read them during the.
Well, get HBO Max if you don't have it. Sorry to tell you, you don't have a free trial anymore. So.
Yeah, but you don't pay extra once you get the subscription. Like I said, I already had a subscription, so it just comes with the.
Yeah, I already pay for HBO.
If you have HBO in any way, shape, or form, I believe you just get HBO Max for free.
Because you're already giving them the money every week.
What
so
was
you know.
it? Only like 6 months though, right?
No. Oh. If you have HBO, you just get HBO Max.
Prince, people.
I mean, it says HBO Max on my DirecTV bill. I mean, it's the same price, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I actually read my bills. Well, if I just pay them the money, I don't know. They could be charging me for it already. I don't know.
Yeah, put that out in this. I don't read my bills. All right. So, yes. So, send your thoughts on Wonder Woman 1984. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Hey, let us know if you've got any good geeky Christmas presents.
From our Christmas list, our gift list.
That's right. Go check out the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks gift list. And follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Find links to all that. Links to the YouTube. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can watch this video. Links to merch. Cha-ching. Everyone should have one of these cups, right, Lilith Hellfire?
We're twinsies.
Links to merch. Links to the Patreon. Stay tuned for 2021. Big things are coming. You heard Lilith Hellfire is going to do her. Lilith Hellfire is going to do her conspiracy theories and her porn list.
I just want to announce that you shouldn't be using Pornhub anymore.
Oh, yeah.
We've moved on from Pornhub. If you didn't get the memo, move on from Pornhub.
xnxx.com. It's free.
Exactly.
Wow, the Patreon started early. Anyway, links to everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support our sponsors. Hey, you really, really want to hear this Patreon when it comes up in 2021. So, hey, go get yourself some tweaked audio headphones.
Yes, you do.
Hear every single dirty detail of Lilith's porn with some tweaked audio headphones.
You know, Tristan was saying he would like tweaked audio headphones for a gift this year.
Oh.
Well, you can use, we got a discount code. We got a coupon. Yeah. A coupon. We got a coupon.
Which is valuable twice because you can reuse it.
Oh, yes, on Hunt a Killer.
I ordered it for myself for Christmas. You guys may or may not see it in the hall, but I did order it.
Oh, you're gonna play with it yourself?
Probably over Zoom or something.
Oh, we could do Zoom or do here.
Let us know what it is, and then we'll play it. It'll be fun.
Just put it together, Hellfire. But yes, use the code Southgate for tweaked audio and Hunt a Killer. because all the power-hungry madmen use their names for the code Southgate. And remember, you can, if you're interested in podcasting, go pick up Pod Life the book, Volume 1, and digital and paperback. And yes, Charlie Esser, the audio version is coming soon, and Volume 2 is coming soon.
But, gee, Philip, how can I purchase this? Where could I go to find such a book?
I'm glad you asked me that, sir. You can go to Amazon, of course. And when you do, please, everyone, use the code for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Doesn't affect your shopping at all, but it helps us support this show, the whole Southgate Media Group network. And, of course, he who needs the most support, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain. So
we have the best ad reads of any podcast. Hashtag fight me.
That's right. None of you compare to us.
And you will find out I am right in this world.
We're good at this.
All right, Lilith Hellfire.
If you nerds want to start your new year off right, follow me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire86 for smoothies and puppies, for the memes at Lilith Hellfire69 on Instagram and TikTok.
I'm 12 when you need me to be 12.
So that chicken!
Charlie Esser.
Well, if you'd like to write to me in that old-fashioned email way the way our Maz and Pa's once did, do so at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, at gmail.com. Of course, follow me on the Twitter as I live tweet things when I remember to do so, like DuckTales, woohoo, for the brief time we have it left. Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern. At Charlie Esser, that's CharlieSSER. Look for the two E's in the middle.
For quality.
Bing!
Thank you, Maz.
You can do Animaniacs.
I was about to say, two E's in the middle.
Indeed. Indeed.
You see, the point of live tweeting is that you're doing it at a time when everyone else is watching.
Yeah, but if you tell them when you're going to
So
live,
the interaction.
Yeah, and they'll join you.
tell them a time. All those
That's
Esser
too much
maniacs,
pressure for
tell them
poor
what
Charlie.
time. All right. For the last time this year, live and in person, we have been your capes.
Ampersand.
Lunatics. Suck it, Ray.
Oh!
The true loonies are here.
Sounds like a plan, champ. So yes, next in 1 week, favorite holiday issues, followed in 2 weeks by the big Austin Powers review with all our friends. And then come back for the next live show in first week in January for Wonder Woman 1984. It's getting bigger and better every time. And you know what? That's what she said.